You walk into a cafe, grab a muffin, and before you even take a bite, boom! A screen flips around asking for 20%. But why? Why do we tip? Why is so much of someone's income left to your mood? Spoiler, it didn't start here, and it definitely wasn't fair. Tipping didn't start in the US, it began in medieval Europe. Aristocrats gave small coins, called vales, to servants to show off wealth and encourage good service. By the 1800s, it was a status symbol. The richer you were, the more you tipped. When tipping came to America after the Civil War, it sparked immediate backlash. Why? Because Americans saw it as undemocratic, aristocratic, an old world way of creating second-class workers. But tipping didn't go away, it mutated. After slavery ended, many formerly enslaved black workers were pushed into service jobs, waiters, porters, hotel staff. And employers didn't want to pay them. So they said, "Don't worry, we'll let the customer decide what you're worth." Tipping became a way to avoid paying wages and a tool to keep black workers in subordinate roles. By 1900, tipping was everywhere. But guess who was still against it? Labor unions. They saw it for what it was, exploitation. In 1938, the U.S. passed the Fair Labor Standards Act, setting a federal minimum wage. But there was a catch. Tipped workers were excluded. Why? Lobbyists said tipping already covered their income. To this day, the federal tipped minimum wage is $2.13. That means restaurants only have to pay that much if tips bring the worker's income up to regular minimum wage. If they don't, the restaurant is supposed to make up the difference. Spoiler, many don't. Today, tipping is everywhere. Coffee shops, counter service, Uber and Lyft, food delivery. The pressure to tip keeps growing, even when there's little or no real service involved. Why? Because companies can offload labor costs onto customers, and workers, still underpaid, still relying on your mood, your guilt, your generosity. It's not just awkward, it's unstable. Let's ask the big question. Who does tipping really serve? Not workers, not customers. It benefits employers who get to outsource wage responsibility to you. In fact, the National Restaurant Association has spent decades lobbying to keep tipped wages low. Their biggest win? Keeping the $2.13 rule alive for over 30 years. So what's the solution? Some states have eliminated the tipped minimum wage altogether. Places like California, Washington, and Alaska. The result? Workers earn more. Service stays strong. Movements like One Fair Wage are pushing for a livable base pay, plus tips, not instead of them. So next time you're prompted to tip, remember, it's not just about generosity, it's about a broken system. Like, share, and subscribe for more untold history that hits home.